Hi, it's Charlotte Heller. I'm here to provide a little bit of guidance and advice for the digital history review paper. A few of you have emailed me, so I thought it would be helpful just to talk through some stuff on a video to see if that helps clarify some things. I want to just point you to the fact that on our course website on Blackboard, there are instructions for the paper. They are under syllabus and other essential information. You should be able to find these directions. The directions for the paper are one page, and then there are 2 pages, a kind of worksheet on assessing a website. So this worksheet points you to things like who created the website, how is it maintained, is it commercial, is it educational, what's its function, that kind of stuff. So you don't need to turn in the filled out worksheet, but it's questions for you to help analyze and consider the validity and reliability of the website that you've chosen. As the instructions point out, part of what you're doing in this paper is exploring a topic that's of interest to you. So again, every week in the semester, there is a list of websites that go along with the textbook reading. If there's no textbook reading, like we don't have a textbook reading next week, we're reading Fun Home, you don't have any websites. But for this week, for chapter 25, here's an example of what one of these website lists looks like. So there's 6 websites, there's a very brief description, there's a list of the topics. You know, if you really loved this week's reading and you're intrigued by a particular topic, go and check out the websites that are available and see if there's something that's of interest to you. What I want to do next is show you a sample website. So I'm going to pick the LBJ website from the site, from this list, and kind of walk through what you might do in that process of analyzing a website. So here's the LBJ site on my computer. There's a picture of LBJ. As we kind of scroll down, you get some basic information about him, what he's done. Now, one of the things that you're going to be doing in this digital history review assignment is bringing to bear the skills that we worked on at the beginning of the semester about knowing what a primary source is. What is a document compared to other kinds of things? So these websites can be confusing in this regard. There's lots of really interesting, valid, and useful information, but not all of it is primary sources. So as we're kind of scrolling down here, featured insights, speeches are definitely primary sources. Secret White House tapes. I immediately am sort of drawn to these because the LBJ secret tapes, which I've heard some of them, are totally fascinating. So for instance, if you chose this site, you could say like, well, one of the things that they have on this website are secret White House tapes, and then I'm going to do view all secret White House tapes. Listen to 3 of them and kind of analyze them. Are they helpful? Are they useful? What do you learn from listening to those 3 sources? LBJ orders some new Hagar pants is one of the classic secret tapes of the LBJ White House. As it says here, it may not be appropriate for younger audiences, but I think all of you could handle it. It's pretty amazing. Him talking with Martin Luther King. So there's a bunch of interesting stuff that you could find here. So one last thing that I just want to point out about this assignment is that if you go back to the digital history review instructions, on it is a sample organization for this paper. Now, you can come up with a different organization, that's fine. I provided this just to give you some guidance that may be helpful for many of you as you try to construct this paper. So you want to have an introductory paragraph. That paragraph is not just, I looked at this website, but you want to get your reader excited about the topic that brought you to the website in the first place. So kind of talk about what's important about this topic, what you think is essential and interesting about it, and then also provide a quick guide to the website, kind of who runs it, what's its purpose, and your very quick assessment of it. Like this
difficult to navigate but rich website provides an excellent window into blah, blah, blah. Then you want to have your next paragraph be those 3 primary sources that you chose. And those 3 primary sources shouldn't be just kind of random. And my advice to you is to pick primary sources that are interesting and which you have stuff to say about. So you don't want to be like, yeah, the primary sources really didn't tell me anything. Because my response is going to be, well, then why'd you pick those 3? Why didn't you look for better ones? So, think about an idea that ties those 3 together that you can explore and explain in reference to the 3 documents that you found. Then you want to have a paragraph that assesses the website. So that checklist is going to be really helpful in giving you evidence and information to provide in that paragraph. And then you have a conclusion. So kind of tie things together, remind us about your topic and what you think is important and interesting and essential about it, and relate that to the website that you chose and which you analyzed, and the degree to which it's a helpful website for understanding the particular topic and particular questions that animate you. If you have any questions, send me an email. I'm happy to help. Hope everything is going well, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.